Hello guys, welcome to i-tutor Academy. In today's session, we will start with the Unit 14, Subsection 7, that is role of trade unions. So what's the role of trade unions? Adopting the model of Professor Clark Kerr, unions assume the following roles. First one is sectional bargainer. Interest of the worker at plant, industry, national level, multiplicity of unions, crafts union, white collar union, etc. Second is class bargainer, and unions representing the interest of the class are bold, as in France, agriculture unions, federation of unions, civil servants unions, and agents of state, as in USSR, ensuring targets of production at a fixed price. In 1974, railway strike, INTUC stood behind government and its agents. And next is partners in social control. Co-determinator in Germany. Also, some examples are found in Holland, France, Italy, and Sweden. Some half-hearted attempts are being made in India also. Unions' role, which can be termed as enemies of economic system driven by political ideologies than business compulsion. Leftist union want to change the fundamental structure of economy and want to have control over it. Therefore, they encourage high wages, high bonus, etc., without any consideration for the health of the economy. Business oriented role. Here, unions consider the interest of the organization along with the workers. They think that their members' fate is inextricably linked with that of organization and they swim or sink together. And union as change agent. Lead the changes than to be led by them and thus performing the pioneering role. And next one is classification of trade unions. Classification of trade union is based on ideology, trade, and agreement. Classification based on ideology, that are revolutionary unions, reformist or welfare unions, and uplift unions. Revolutionary unions believe in destruction of existing social or economic order and creation of a new one. They want shift in power and authority and use of force. Left unions. And next is reformist or welfare unions, work for changes and reforms with the existing socio-political framework of society, European model. Uplift unions advocate extensive reforms well beyond the area of working condition, change in taxation system, elimination of poverty, etc. Classification based on trade. Many unions have membership and jurisdiction based on the trades they represent. The most narrow in membership is the craft union, which represent only members certified in given craft or trade, such as pipe fitting, carpentry, and clerical works. Although very common in the Western world, craft unions are not common in countries like India and Sri Lanka. And at the other extreme, in terms of the range of workers represented in the general union, which has members drawn from all trades. Another common delineation of unions based on trades or crafts is that between so-called blue collar workers and white collar workers. Unions representing workers employed on the production floor or outdoor trades such as in construction work are called blue collar unions. In addition, trade unions may be categorized on the basis of the industry in which they are employed. Classification based on agreement. Another basis on which labor agreement are sometimes distinguished is on basis of the type of agreement involved based on the degree to which membership in the union is condition of employment. These are closed shop, where management and union agreed that the union would have sole responsibility and authority for the recruitment of workers. It is called a closed shop agreement. Union shop, where there is an agreement that all new recruits must join the union within a fixed period after employment. It is called a union shop. Preferential shop, when a union member is given preference in filling a vacancy such as agreement, is called preferential shop. And maintenance shop. In this type of arrangement, no compulsory membership in the union before or after recruitment exists. However, if the employee chooses to become a member after recruitment, his membership remains compulsory right throughout his tenure of employment with that particular employer. Agency shop. In terms of the agreement between management and the union, a non-union member has to pay the union a sum equivalent to a member's subscription in order to continue employment with the employer. This is called an agency shop. An open shop. Membership is a union is no way compulsory or obligatory either before or after recruitment. Next is theories of trade unionism. There is no one theory, trade unionism, but many contributors to these theories are revolutionaries like Marx and Engels, civil servants like Sidney Webb, academics like Common and Hoxie, and labor leaders like Mitchell and like etc. And important theories of trade unionism are follows: political revolutionary theory of labor movement of Marx and Engels. This theory is based on Adam Smith's theory of labor value. Its short run purpose is to eliminate competition among labor, and the ultimate purpose is to overthrow capitalist businessmen. Webb theory of industrial democracy. Webb's book, Industrial Democracy, is the Bible of trade unionism. According to Webb, trade unionism is the extension of democracy from political sphere to industrial sphere. Cole's theory of union control of industry. Cole's view are given in his book World of Labor 1930. His view are somewhere in between Webb and Marx. He agreed that unionism is class struggle and the ultimate is the control of industry by labor and not revolution as predicted by Marx. Common's environment theory. He was skeptical of generalizations and believed only that which could be proved by evidence. He agreed that collective bargaining was an instrument of class struggle, but he summarized that ultimately there will be partnership between employees and employees. Michel's economic protection theory of trade unionism. Michel, a labor leader, completely rejected individual bargaining. According to him, unions afford economic protection too. And Simon's theory of monopolitics, politics, anti-democratic trade unionism. He denounced trade unionism as monopoly found on violence, and he claimed monopoly power has no use save abuse. And Perman's theory. Okay, you just take care of the spelling of these authors. And scarcity conscious of manual workers. He rejected an idea of class consciousness as an explanation for the origin of the trade union movement, but substituted it with what he called job consciousness. According to him, working people in reality felt an urge towards collective control of their employment opportunities, but hardly towards similar control of industry. Perman observed that three dominant factors emerged from the rich historical data: the capacity or incapacity of the capitalist system to survive as a ruling group in the face of revolutionary attacks, that is failure in Russia, and the source of the anti-capitalist influence being primarily from among the intellectual in any society. And the third one is the most vital factor in the labor situation was the trade union movement. Trade unionism, which is essentially pragmatic struggle constantly not only against the employers for an enlarged opportunity measures in income, security and liberty in the shop and industry, but struggles also whether consciously or unconsciously, actively or passively against the intellectual who would frame its programs and shape its policies. But Perman also felt that a theory of the labor movement should include the theory of the psychology of the laboring man. And the next is Hoxie's functional classification of unionism. He classified unionism on the basis of their functions. His classification were business unionism for protecting the interests of various crafts and uplift unionism for the purpose of contributing better life such as association of sale engineers, etc. And next is Tane Band's theory of man versus machine. Okay, the spelling of Tannebaums is Tannebaums. Okay, you can pronounce your own way. According to him, union is formed in reaction to alienation and loss of community in an individualistic and unfeeling society. In his words, the union returns to the workers his society, which he left behind him when he migrated from a rural background to the anonymity of an urban industrial location. The union gives the worker a fellowship and the value system that he shares with others like him. Okay, so this is about today's session. And next section of unit 14 subsections from 10 onwards, we will discuss our next video onwards. If you have any doubts, you can contact our contact number. Also, you can comment it on our comment box also. Okay, thank you so much.